cocktail. This week we're going to be making a cocktail called the Broadmoor. For those of you who aren't British and don't understand the immediate reference, I will explain it later. We're going to need, as far as ingredients go, 2 ounces of scotch, half an ounce of green chartreuse and half an ounce of sugar syrup and 4 dashes of orange bitters. Now I think the recipe just calls for a regular sugar syrup. I have a Demerara one here right now, which maybe might discolour my drink slightly. We'll see. If it does, then I will recommend to you that you just use one made with white sugar, but let's give it a go. I tend to prefer Demerara. I think it adds more flavour to a drink, but it might not be appropriate here. We'll see. So yeah, let's get started. Now, it's called the Broadmoor. It was invented by a Swedish bartender called Andreas Noren, I think, in London in 2001 at a bar, I believe, called The Player, but then kind of was popularised Milk and Honey, and I don't mean the one in New York, there was also one in London, so that's kind of where it got its upcoming fame. Not sure what the word is for that. Notoriety, popularity, that's the one we're looking for. Right, 2 ounces of scotch. Now, it's called the Broadmoor. Not quite sure what to infer from that. Broadmoor is a very well-known, secure, what would be the word? Like, not secure mental ward. It's like a prison for people who've been convicted but have very severe mental health issues and therefore need to be in a clinical environment rather than in a prison. That's a better explanation, yes. So like a locked ward, effectively, but very high security. I couldn't, off the top of my head, name you anyone who I can think of, famous cases, but I'm sure there definitely are some. So I'm sort of worrying that implies that this cocktail will make you feel a little bit insane. We'll see. Hopefully not too insane. Also seems, I don't know, I'm not really sure how I feel about having a name like that for a drink. It's maybe a little bit inappropriate. But on the other hand, Broadmoor has such a reputation in the UK of being this, place where some of the scariest killers ended up. But you have to temper that with the fact that obviously these people have very severe mental health conditions. So yeah, I'll leave that with you. I don't want to get too political on the issue. So we're going in now with 4 dashes of orange bitters. And I thought this was going to be a stirred cocktail, but maybe because of the sugar syrup, we're going to shake it. I mean, it's pretty much most cocktails that are just booze, even with sugar syrup, you would just stir, but I could see that you might think the viscosity was too much. Also, you get a slightly more aerated drink and the flavours will evolve a bit differently when you shake rather than stir. So let's shake it for about 10 to 15 seconds. Okay. Smells interesting. I think we're maybe supposed to garnish this with orange, so I'm going to go grab an orange once I've poured this. Because would it really be one of my videos if I didn't forget something that I need? Probably not. Alright, before we get too excited, I'll be back with an orange. Back with an orange and a knife, so we're just going to take a nice little orange peel. Ooh, it smells Christmassy almost. I'm going to drop that in. Oh, that smells delightful. This is like the nicest smelling orange I've had in a long time. And I know that sounds really weird, but I'm getting the herbal notes of the chartreuse with the orange and some of the sort of, I feel like maybe the Demerara was a good idea. It seems to have brought out some of the more caramelly notes of the scotch. It smells pretty damn good. Let's give it a taste. Cheers. wow, I wasn't expecting that. It has more body than I thought it would. I suppose maybe that's the sugar syrup, and Chartreuse is quite viscous and quite high in sugar. It has almost a creamy mouthfeel to it, really nice and rich. I almost don't know how to describe the flavours. They go together in a sort of weird way that you wouldn't expect. Chartreuse and scotch sounds awful to me, but tastes pretty damn good. And if you're the kind of person that maybe shies away from something like Chartreuse because it's too vegetal, I think this might be the cocktail for you, because with this, the more vegetal notes, it's almost like they're cancelled out by the peaty notes from the scotch. That makes sense. Let me try and give you a bit more of an accurate. Okay. It has a nice balance. It's not too sweet. Has a freshness to it. Some sort of herbal spice. It feels a little wintry, but not too much. Not in a cloying way. And the orange is perfect. It's a bit of a strange colour, but yeah, I'll just show you guys. I am definitely giving this a wholehearted thumbs up, and it was a weird combo and it came out really delicious, so please give it a try. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. Let me know in the comments if you did try this or any of my other drinks, and I will see you next week for another drink.